Hello, Miss Marquardt. There was a hair on the wall. I believe that the central theme of the book, The Great Gatsby, is loyalty, because it constantly shows how Gatsby would do anything for Daisy and how he was completely devoted to her since he knew her, you know? Okay, for example, he felt like he was married to her, even when he was away at war and stuff, and away at Oxford or wherever he went. And in the text it states, he knew that Daisy was extraordinary, but he didn't realize just how extraordinary a nice girl could be. She vanished into her rich house, into her rich, full life, leaving Gatsby nothing. He felt married to her. That was all. And that explains how it proves my reason, because he knew how amazing he was and he felt connected to her and wanted her the whole time that he was away and thought about her even when she wasn't thinking about him. My next example is that he took the blame when Daisy hit Myrtle with the car. In the text it says, "I tried to swing the wheel, he broke off, and suddenly I guessed at the truth." Daisy was driving? Yes, he said after a moment. But of course I'll say that I was. And that is important, because he was going to take the blame for murder. And that's crazy. And my last example is that Gatsby gained his fortune for Daisy so they could live together and start their life together, because she was rich and he wasn't. And it says, "He might have despised himself, for he had certainly taken her under false pretenses. I don't mean that he had traded on his phantom millions, but he had deliberately given Daisy a sense of security." And that proves, that he was loyal, because before he was rich, he would tell her that he had money and stuff, because he was confident that he could get money for them to start their lives together, and would do whatever it took to get that money and to make Daisy happy and for them to be together. Someone else might think that the book is mostly about betrayal, because Daisy and Tom left together at the end of the book after whatever all that happened. But I don't believe that would be the case, because in the book it said, they left where you can see, and in the book it says, "I called up Daisy half an hour after we found him, called her instinctively without hesitation, but she and Tom had gone away early that afternoon and had taken baggage with them." So they left town, they took their stuff and moved and are starting new somewhere probably. And they may say that that is Daisy betraying Gatsby, because she left with Tom at the end of the day and stayed with him and all this other stuff. But I feel like that's wrong, because Gatsby had already died. So there was no real point in Daisy leaving Tom after that, because then she would have just been alone, And that was my argument. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I'll see you next period.